Hey, there we are. It's Thursday now, and I'll have the weather report soon. It's about 50 degrees, overcast, no sun. Rather cool. The ground is wet from previous rains. You're live here with Charlie Schmidt and Keyboard Cat and Judy Savagev, Finley Duke, Angel Dust 138, David, Piggy Whoop, Piggy, Andrew, Angel Dust, Haddam the Cat Lover, Nandita Nandita Kalu, Emma Gamer, Elvis Presley, whoa, Blair Erkers, Zara Huluna, Matthias. Look at that. Here we are. It's Wednesday. It's just a little past 10. I started late today. Little past 10 a.m. Pacific time here on Earth. And we're going worldwide. We're going global right now with Art and Cats and Rex Hep Lala saying nice. Elvis Presley, do you like me? Well, my cat's name is Presley, so can we see the kitty? Well, before we get started on other stuff, you can see the kitty up there. See him up on top of the desk. Kitty, kitty! He won't wake up. He needs something like food, physical contact. David wants to know, did I ever find that other 80s Fatso vid? No, I didn't, but I know, in fact, I think there's two. I've been going through old material and finding stuff, and I'll turn you guys on to good stuff when I find it. I do have a video to look at this morning. We're going to have a little different approach once we get upstairs and our painting. I'm going to do some live like cut-ins, like a message from our sponsor kind of thing, and try and make it look like a TV show, you know. Yep, there he is. That's Bento wearing a Harry Styles wig. And here is this video. It speaks for itself, and it's really I think it's one of the best of all times. Go, Benny.
He's so good. He's so good.
Not bad.
Thanks very much for joining me.
Oh, there's...
Tonight we're going to do a bad news, good news routine. So stay.
It's Bernie. That was just a little... Bento loves the Black Keys too, Charlie. You are right, Mr. Piggy. You are so right. Let's go over and see the cat, play the toy, and then when we get to the thing where I'm going to start using the iPad as B-roll, I think I might just treat it as a rehearsal instead of this is the show. The show will be a rehearsal. Everything is kind of a rehearsal, and everything is kind of the real show. Because in life there is no time out. I don't know about that. So let's go see this big fat guy. Look at it. One leg is hanging over. One leg is hanging over, and his big tail is hanging over. That wake him up? He's only just scumbling and fumbling. He's not. Man, he is one lazy dude. Is it that hard to get awake, even when someone is messing with your tail? Say hi to your fans, man. I ordered a little blue shirt for him on Etsy the other day. When it comes, I'll try to put it on him. The old shirt, he's not patient enough to wear human clothes. They're a little harder to get on a cat, so I got him a cat shirt, and we'll see if it does any better. Tail it right in your face. There's a limo. Let's see if this light helps. Oh yeah, a little. Hey, mister. Are you ready for some catnip? Because I happen to have a little for you. A little fresh bowl right down here. There's 2 pieces of cat food in there with the catnip. Or he ate one of the kibbles. He crunched it. Now he's gonna eat. Looks like he's breathing the other kibble. Oh, he's gonna eat it. Looks like he's gonna eat it. Good boy. Now help yourself to some of this. Uh-huh. I figured you might have an appetite for that. I figured it. Only 7 minutes into today's show and you're already getting down with the catnip. Another hit. Who's your papa? Who's your daddy? Who loves you? Who brings you the catnip? Come on. Come on, Presley. And that's funny. Cula, I am fake Elvis, says Elvis Presley. The legend, and Plank, somebody says, Plank Jeremy says the legend is still alive, and Red X says he's talking about the cat Elvis. And Piggy Elvis, nom nom, Mr. Elvis wannabe. That's funny. How old are you? Do they mean me or the cat? Well, the cat's 1.5 and I'm 73. So there you go. He stops and stares like tripping. Yeah. Kalu says, yummy catnip. Thanks for Red X. Yeah. Isn't that the stuff they got for your windshield of your car? Isn't it called, it's called Rid-X? Rid, R-I-D, not red. Red-X is good. And you're welcome. Haddam the cat lover says, he's so fluffy. That's fluff right there. This is a cat anatomy class. This would be then, students, this would be what we call the jelly bean. And here he is. This would be the fat cat named Presley. He only got halfway through his nip, and now he's already taken his little, you know what? This new catnip might be stronger, and he might be not overdoing it on purpose. Angel Dust 138 says, my great-grandma is 75. So I could be your great-grandpa. Imagine that. Holy keyboard cat, says Cavo Orms Mike, that 5432. Holy keyboard cat. Marshmallow Fluff and Jelly Beans, says Curtis Knight. Piggy says he looks so warm and snuggly. He is. Look at him. He's just taking another bath. Get yourself a You really don't want any more, huh? Well, then I'm going to put it over here and see if there's other cats maybe. Oh, now he'll dig in because he's in his little bed. Oh, gosh. He's going to be flying high soon. There's outside. Well, there's a little sort of broken sun showing a little bit. Everything's getting greener. The lawn mowing guy should come around soon. Look at that, $5 Canadian from Kula Ellison, super chat. Hey Kula, you are the best. You get the ball rolling. And look at that, the Canadian money's worth a little more now because that's $4.04 American, and it was 3 something the other day. Oh, Lord only knows what's happening with the money and the countries, and oh God. Red X says snick snick. And Snick says, ging, 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 ging. I am Steve. Piggy says, he's like, I don't need it, but then again, I suppose a little more would be good. Well, yes. We all know about that. Go Kula. Kula Ellison. Thank you so much for the donation. You'd be surprised. No, you wouldn't be surprised. You have grandkids. You'd be surprised, everyone, how much those donations help. Cat food and especially cat vet bills. Man, the vet's expensive. I think the vet costs more. I think the cat doctor costs more than the people doctor right now. I think. Piggy says Presley is in his wheelhouse per se. Very fluffy cat, Nandita Kalu. That's a good name. I love you, cat, says some name that I can't pronounce, but I am doing my best. Per se, yes. Per as in kitty, kitty per se. That's good. That's very, very good. Skinny is skinny, yeah. You wouldn't call a fat cat skinny. I would imagine if this guy's name was Skinny. I don't know if it'd make him drop a few pounds or what, but he's definitely feeling it now. I can see it. It's a vibe. Angel Dust says, I'm going to steal Presley. Yes, I have a wife. Kula says, always welcome, because I said, thank you, Kula, and I meant it. Yes, the trade wars, all that stuff between America and the rest of the universe with all this tariff stuff, I don't know what to think or say. I don't know. It's just like, I do not know. Angel Dust 38 says, me, where, Piggy is clever with words. Piggy says, it's terrifying. Spelled T-A-R-I-F-F-Y-I-N-G. It's terrifying. That is really good. You're good with words, Piggy. You should be writing material. Well, you are. Yay. Bomb Gaming says, I'm late. Oh, sadness. Don't worry about it. We're all right. What was your job before Keyboard Cat? I was doing graphic design. I've pretty much been freelance since 1976. And I was a freelance designer and still am, doing illustrations, photography, writing material, making advertising pieces, whether for television or radio or newspaper or magazine or storefronts or apparel or whatever. That's what I was doing. And I'm still doing that stuff, but now instead of doing it for clients, I am doing it for my own brands like Keyboard Cat and Charlie Schmidt Art. Tatterism Jr. says, what was the best art you did so far? Gosh, somebody asked me that the other day. And my answer was, I don't know, and I'm hoping that the painting I do today will be my best one so far. So stay tuned, and you might see that. That's a good question. I got to think about that. Oh my God, cat, says AE Master. Presley, you might get a hairball. Just a little advice from Piggy. Good, AE Master. Just discovered this live. Thank you. This is what we call the Charlie Schmidt Art by Charlie Schmidt show featuring Keyboard Cat, because there he is. And I am an artist who made Keyboard Cat, made that first video, that one where all the videos where Keyboard Cat I made. I guess that settles it. Hey, you better say hello. And Snick says, I am Snick because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know is kind of the words, my favorite things right now to say, because I don't know. And you got to remember that there's some things we can't know. So then you got to remember this phrase. You don't know what you can't know. That's deeper than it sounds just on the surface. And so is this song. Oh, he's licking his dirty toes. See, it's getting muddy out there because spring is springing and there's dirt and the ground has thawed. I'm going to turn on the light in this display case. Doesn't that look cool? Anyway, so it's muddy out there and I have a big vegetable garden and the dirt's kind of soft. So he goes out there and digs in it so he can poop. And then he comes in and he's got that garden residue between his toes. Jelly bean mud, jelly bean mud, jelly bean mud. The story of this guy's foot. There he goes. Scratch and post. Make it happen, dude. You want to go outside? Come on. Come on. $1804. There we're going. Is my Wi-Fi dead? No, we're going. There was a little lag there. Yeah, when you're in stream on YouTube, this is interesting. You can zoom in, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that at first. And it has to be vertical. If you turn sideways, it'll quit shooting. It'll say you're out of it, dude. There's a poster, one of my play posters from way back. So let us go up. Look at that. $4.04 from Cula. That is so cool. 36 likes. Don't forget, if you have a spare finger, use it to like this. And remember to subscribe and to share and to get lined up for notifications. Right? Right. Okay, there's outside today. And by golly, I was a liar. There is some sun. The sky is just all white. There must be some blue up back there. Look at that sunshine. Yeah. There's where our cat Presley gets his dirt between his toes and then has a mud foot. Here's a kind of some new action on the sofa. Sofa mounted on a seascape with friends. Yeah, you gotta like that. And here is, let's just do a quick look. This is going to be fun up here because we're experimenting. This is just a quick look at stuff. So I have this so I can put it, well, no, not that one. Here's from a trophy where a guy was a walking businessman with a briefcase, but his head came off. And I've got it somewhere, but I don't know where. And this is a modified outlet with something plugged in so that I can just put it anywhere on any wall. I can even put it on my shirt. It's not a bad idea. And there's some little hands, a big hand, a radio, some keyboard cat stuff. And here's a little landscape with a little sofa. I love the little furniture. There's another little sofa here with a crucifix on it for Lent. And a modern chair, another chair, little iron, hot dog. Stuff like that there. And let's look at the wall a little bit. I think people like that. Here is a post-war Japanese-made diorama made with bark and stuff like that, moss and lichen, and I glued a little jet fighter on it. And here's something a friend of mine made, and she glued it to my back. It was called Kick Charlie. Hey, look at that. Another super chat from Cat Lover 78 from SAR. Thank you so much. Keyboard Cat is a legend. Thank you so much for everything you do. From Tatterism Jr. Awesome. No. From no. 3D Awesome is a comment on this thing. Yes. And I appreciate that. I love doing, I have a whole bunch of these dioramas. I have maybe 20. I had like 30 and then the mice got to them. Cat Lover 78 sends $19.99 in whatever currency that's in. It says SAR, and I absolutely don't know what that is, and I'm sorry that I don't. But Cat Lover 78, thank you. This is a picture at the Tokyo airport in 1972 with my friend Kat. And that's the day that I was leaving Tokyo after spending a year there in art school. And there I am just before my flight back to America. And I was really feeling nervous. Yeah. There's my dad wearing his I Know Jack blank hat. Funny boy. There's one of my favorite race car drivers of all time, Bill Payne. He's not with us anymore. And here is, I wrote down what I said earlier just a little bit ago with some smeared paint. You don't know what you can't know. And it's something to remember. And here's a little sign that the cat carries once in a while out in the yard. Invest in peace. So we don't have very many viewers, so maybe this is a good time. No, there it's growing. Maybe this is a good time to do this. Let's see. No, wait, what's that? That can't be what I want. Well, this isn't working out. I'm glad I called it a rehearsal instead of like a premiere or something, because I just don't even know how to get out of this. I think it's trying to take a picture. Let's turn it off. Oh man, I just accidentally took a picture. Look at, I got better numbers when I don't know what I'm doing. Cat Lover 78, thank you so much for that. As I try to make my brain work. I think it's set for taking pictures. So let's try turning it on again. See, the reason this is so wibbly is because it's on a music stand that doesn't stand very solid. I'm going to have to, one of the things I need to write down now, theoretically, bear with me now. 4 people like that Cat Loader 78 stuff. 5 counting me, 6 counting the cat. So there, all right, now I think we can try this effect, special effect I was gonna do for all 10 of you. So if I was shooting there and I was saying, gosh, look at this painting and blah, 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 then what if I then just took this? No, this isn't gonna work. That isn't gonna work for squat. I guess then I would take it down. I would say, and here is a word from our sponsor.
There are many ways to have fun in the grocery store without having to buy prepared meat. For example, you can take the ripe sticker from an avocado and put it on a package of trout or halibut. Or take the boneless sticker from a pack of chicken fillets and stick it on a package of sausage or ring bologna.
And thank you for that message from the supermarket about good things you can do with stickers. So now I would put this back on here and say, and now back to our regular scheduled programming. And then, see, this is working as rehearsal. I mean, kind of. Okay. So then I'm just going to draw a little bit of this just to simulate a real. We're simulating a live stream right now. And the joke is on me because it actually is streaming live, even though they've told me before the show that this was a rehearsal. Oh, my cat's potty trained. Yeah. He always was. He never, this cat has never, oh, I mean, he's had a little, drippage or an accident now and then, but nothing really to speak of. Not that it would do any good. We getting anything there? Yeah. Yeah. So I'd be going like this, and then I'd say, and now a word from our sponsor. Okay, thanks to our sponsors. I guess those were two commercials actually that I was in England and Japan. The one where I can't figure it out. Hang on. Now, what exactly am I drawing? Well, let me get that out for you. See, this rehearsal actually is going pretty good. Doing this. That guy. Let me throw a little more of it in there quickly for you, and it will help explain. See, this is when I think it's good to draw fast. Because people are waiting, they want to see what you're drawing. It isn't the time to be going. I mean, you could if you wanted. You could make a show of a painting that took like 23 hours to do and just do a 23-hour stream. I think you wouldn't have many. I think it would drop off and be pretty dry. That's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. You could promote it and say, I'm the slowest artist in the world. And that might appeal to somebody. It's just whatever the flavor of the week's gonna be, you know. There, that sort of says a little more about where we're going. Right? Right. And now, a word from our sponsor. Stay tuned for more art and Charlie and the Keyboard Cat.
Meet Jay Jordan. All right. He's a cameraman, a ladies' man, a gadget man. He's an athlete, a gourmet, but most of all, he's a filmmaker. Come see his film. What is it? Only a buck. Everything you want in a movie. Except a script.
And now back to our regular scheduled programming. Now, let's get back in here and see what we're going to do with this cat. I think we should either do spray paint or some sponge. Probably on his face in those background areas that it's light orange. We should do some of it yellow and some of it hot pink and just see where that takes us with the sponge. Be prepared for Lord only knows what. So we'll do some yellow over here. And maybe a little bit up here. How's that? Kind of good, isn't it? Yeah. Remember to like and to sub and to share alike. Now let's put a little bit of this hot pink in the fray and call that these. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, I'm liking it. There's what we're drawing exactly. I'm subbed, Marina Bella. I think it's more creative this way. Thank you. Well, we'll see. Just sometimes I just got to go by what I like and not worry about how many people are liking me. You know. I had to start doing that in third, well, actually, more like kindergarten. All right, so now let's do a little darker blue, a little something dark. Don't ask me what. We'll decide when we get the brush loaded. Like I'm thinking some dark blue in some of these places that just warrant it. Like there. There. I had to make that up. Works. I think it works. And then, same over here. And this little thing. Remembering some catch lights. It's getting there. So now I would say some dark, something super dark and super fat around there to just kind of define what the, not what the, but more where the, yeah, nice big flat brush. And there's some kind of blue, and here's another kind. I'm gonna put it on kind of heavy. Kind of like frosting on a maple bar. I love maple bars. I had one yesterday. It was good. That's kind of working, isn't it? Now we gotta get some cuckoo colors in that cat's face. Some of the hot pink and the fluorescent orange. Oh yeah. Even though I'm holding this up here, I'm holding it more for you than for me because I'm not even looking at it. That's kind of dumb. Oh, no, not really. Impression mix. Just let it go. Sure. And now some similar orange. That is looking good. That is looking good. Nandita Kalu says, it looks so cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm digging it. Because if I didn't like it and you all did, I don't know what would happen in my head. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I do like it. I've been lucky on this live stream, Dealey, because I've made like 80 some paintings, almost 90, every weekday in a row for a while, right? And all except one of them I liked. And that's pretty good. It's not easy to come up with a painting that you like whenever you want. Or maybe even whenever you don't want. I always say if you feel like painting or writing your poetry or something, you better do it because the feeling will go away. Don't worry about that you'll do it so much that you ruin your life. You won't. I didn't. Might be worth a try. So now we're needing to put some of the famous eyeball green that we mix up. And I'm not sure exactly. Well, I'm getting better at it. I think that's it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And just like with network TV, just when the show's getting good, they pull something like this. And now, a word from our sponsor. Oh boy. And now not a not a word from our sponsor. Well, for crying in the beer. Thursday, April 10th. There's some network style graphics
You'll need
for
to
you.
unlock your iPad first.
Oh God.
I didn't find any appointments for today.
I'm not looking for them. And now a word from our sponsor. Exploding spam.
Beat the tax deadline with experts by your side. File with unlimited tax help. Plus,
Hang
get a
on.
final review at no extra charge. So you know your taxes are 100% accurate.
How do you
guaranteed.
turn it off?
File confidently with our tax experts by your side. File by April 15th.
God. And now back to our regular scheduled programming. That wasn't very smooth. Not actually sponsors. Well, that's true. We could say not actually, and now a word from our supporters, owners. Yes, Piggy, you are right. I'm the keyboard cat guy. I can't get out of it. Yes, Etsy Carsona. I am the real guy. You can count on that. Here's just one thing that would help you see that. On my coffee table up in the studio, I have in that box, I have 1 million keyboard cat pictures, but here I have tons of them that I pick and choose from to make paintings that you see on my live stream. Like that guy, we've done him a few times. Did we do him today? Almost. And then here's another color one that's already painted. I think I sold it. How old am I? Chunky Crisp wants to know. Well, I'm the big 73. My birthday's coming up. And then I'll be 74. It's quite a ride. I'm still having a lot of fun, if you couldn't tell. Right now, I sure could use some coffee. That painting really isn't done. Let's look at it real quick and then decide that I need to do more to it tomorrow morning. See, now the sunshine that we saw before out there, well, it's still there a little bit, but it's coming through some clouds, big trees. Yeah, does it look as good as the wall? Yeah, I think it does. I like it. My birthday is July 16th, 1951. So, yeah, I guess this is about it for today. I think that maybe you guys could each give me a last minute like. We could get into the 60s. That would be cool. I kind of enjoyed doing that little interstitial thing, even though they're not our sponsor. A yawn is a silent scream for coffee. I yawn a lot. Chunky Crisp, we could celebrate, and you know that. Snick says, me to Charlie, I like it. Did you say July? Yep. July, that's my birthday. I love having a summertime birthday. When I was a little kid, it was great because we had everything outside, and it was great. Still is. I might have a birthday party outside or something. Who knows? You don't know what you can't know. So I think I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. And what else? I need to pay some taxes. Snick was also born in July. Yeah. Chunky Crisp, Sounds good. Remember that candy bar called Chunky? Open wide for Chunky. I liked it. It was kind of a block instead of a bar, which I liked. A different shape. I mean, come on. Candy bar. So away we go into another day. How profound, I must stop here and say. There's a little sofa over there. And today I forgot to comb my hair. At any rate, please have a great rest of the day. Thank you, the people who have contributed to my funds. Did I miss somebody who made a... I'm going back to look. I wish there was a cat lover put in 1999. Cat lover. That's a pretty straightforward name. You're going to make a lot of friends, especially with cats. Take care, y'all.